Greetings and salutations, and welcome back to Gettysburg once again. I am your host as always. Now, where we left off, my attack on my right, his left, was sort of petering out, and he was committing the 12th Corps against my left. So we still don't know where the 5th Corps is at the moment, but I have my suspicions, and we don't know where the 6th Corps is. So, but let us see what has happened. Ooh, who's that? I knew I was going to get shot there, but it's a case of I wonder who it is. What's my losses like at the moment? Say 12,000. Who is that? 10th PA Reserves. The PA Reserves are 5th Corps. Because I remember old George Meade commanded the PA Reserves earlier in the war. So, and 5th Corps was his command before he becomes the army commander. Yikes, that's a lot of guns. I do not want to go anywhere near those. So, it's definitely a case of... Hello. Sorry, you just heard my elbow there. Definitely an interesting situation, as we've ended up pretty much just parallel to each other. Unfortunately, I'm not routing anything.
Come on, you valiant soldiers, a story I will tell about the bloody battle that was fought on Shiloh Hill. It was an awful struggle because your blood did chill. It was the famous battle that was fought on Shiloh Hill.
Definitely got a lot moving what have we got? 6, 6, 12, 12, 6. 24, 30.
For us to march away. The horrors of that field did my heart with anguish fill. For the wounded and dying
42. Alrighty. He's moving more stuff up that way, up the Bendersville Road.
sunrise, the battle had begun. Before the day had vanished, we fought him hand in
Interesting, he's starting to get on to Oak Ridge. Ow. Oof. Just 20 people being just whack. A 20-man hole whacked in my lines constantly. It hurts. It really does hurt.
And early the next morning, we were cold in arms again. Unmindful of the wounded, unmindful of the slain. The struggle was renewed. 10,000 men were killed. This was the second conflict to the famous Shiloh Hill. Before the day was ended, the battle ceased to roar, and thousands of brave soldiers had fell to rise no more. But I pray to God, thy Savior, if consistent with thy will,
No effect the second shot.
all who fell bloody Shiloh Hill.
I have made the decision over here to withdraw from the crest of the slope and pull back to a reverse slope position. In pretty much every location except for a couple. Only in a couple of places will I not do so. Oh. That particular regiment is just completely exhausted. It's going to be of no further use to me, pretty much for the rest of the day. Ow. Oof. There goes 20 out of them.
'Tis old Stonewall of the rebel that leans on his sword, and while we are mounting praise to the Lord, now each cavalier that loves honor and right, let him follow whether tonight.
This is gonna hurt. Ow! 42 men just whomped out of existence. That's 65 men, plus the other 20. That's 85 men just whoomp out of that regiment. I've got to... Ow! 47 men just gone there. I'm being enfiladed in places. Not good. And because of that pressure, I think I'm going to have to move Barksdale forward. Out. Alrighty, let's have a look-see. They routed. If it's the boys I think it is, I'm not at all surprised. Eight units undisrupted out of 19. 2 units rallied out of 2 checked. 2 units recover fatigue. 2 units routed out of 15. 2 units resupplied. 8 undisrupted. Yeah, I figured it was them. They're just completely shot in more ways than one. Same with these, but the 3rd Arkansas, they're just completely and utterly shot. So let's start down here, with these boys who were undisordered, and I'll look to try and get them back to the army so they can do their job. Alrighty, next we'll do you. I've got a 3,000 ammo, so shoot you. Got plenty of ammo to use, so might as well be using it. Barksdale will go there. Those boys will go there. These boys shall charge to here. Oof. I ran straight into 10 guns. Lovely. It's not a welcome sight, to say the least. We'll go up to them and shoot them in the face. 2nd Corps.
A hungry, thirsty soldier who wears his life away with torn clothes, his better days are o'er.
What can you see from there?
Now for whiskey, when his throat is dry as
Not a
rain,
lot.
sings hard crackers come again no more. 'Cause it's the song, it's the sigh of the hungry. Hard crackers come again no more. Many days
These 2 guns
all my stomach sore.
are going to be rushed really up close and personal.
Tis a sigh that is wafted across the troubled way.
And I just bring all the guns up close, essentially, to try and take care of that issue.
Tis a dirge
These boys of Jenkins
lowly grave, all hard times go again.
Alright, these boys will go up there and exchange with them. And then the 16th VA Cav will go this way to sort of try and help in the Cav fight. You're going to pour it into the 19th. I'll bring up these two regiments and pour it into the Irish Brigade there, which is what they are. I'll pull back the Texas Brigade because they are just worn out beyond all belief, so I will continue to bring up Alexander's battalion of guns.
Sighed and dropped his rifle. Heard him say something about the whippoorwill.
I should block that off, but
Can't you hear 'em singing? They're singing for you and me. Yes, and all the Maury Grays, Lord, carry me back to the sea.
pour it into them.
The first and the 27th and the Grand Rock City Guard. Sammy, nobody ever told me that dying would be this hard.
As I move seams this way, let's bring you up.
I'm just a simple man. I got no command of the written
The 11th Mississippi was just blasted in the face.
about the things I've seen and heard.
So,
Won't you listen to this picture forever etched upon my mind? The storm broke loose just
ooh, what happened there to Colonel Samuel Carroll was wounded.
God bless the first and the 27th, the Grand Rock City Guard. But Sammy, nobody ever told me that dying would be this hard.
These two regiments of Wofford and his Georgians will head that way for two reasons. They're fairly fresh, they're fairly intact.
I'm just a simple man.
These boys will also move. They can rest soon enough. Heath will go there.
About the things I've seen and heard.
Longstreet.
Won't you listen
Damn, I've almost burnt through.
forever etched upon my mind?
I've almost burnt through.
That hell broke loose just north of Mary.
I've almost burnt through McLaws's supply wagon. These boys will advance. They will have to fall back into the trees because they just got absolutely shot the living snot out of by that artillery here and over here.
Come on, you valiant soldiers.
Let's pour it into them.
About the bloody battle
Let's pour it into these, the 71st New York. There we go. That did a lot of damage because there was, well, a lot of people shooting at them. These two regiments, which, well, a battalion and a regiment, which belong to Wright and therefore Hill and Anderson's division specifically. I've got two choices here. You are gonna just blast at them. You are to blast at them. They are all to unlimber in a second, but for now I am going to place these lot. Brockenbauer leading his brigade up there. It's tiny, but perhaps its tininess can be of use to me here. The 5th Alabama Battalion will go here. And then the Tennessee Provisionals. 7th Tennessee will go into there. Lose 2 men. And I'll bring up Archer's Brigade. Unlimber these 2 guns, and this regiment will get out of that hex as well, and so will Wright. For 2 very distinct reasons. To get them resting, if nothing else. And McClaws, you're going to ride that way. Archer, you get your butt up here. Turn and pour it into them. I've got to try and knock out at least one of these damn guns. You 4 will target them as well. There we go. Knocked out a gun. You 4 guns will just blast those poor slobs. And you will fall back to your brigade. I'll just leave these 2 guns up here. If he wants them, he can have them, but he'll have to come and get them. You 2 will blast them. Or 4 rather. And then you 4. And then you 4 will blast. We'll blast these boys. Alrighty. Johnson is all perfectly fine where he is, so we'll go. You three will shoot at them. Yep, failed. Well, you're not really failing. You're causing fatigue, if nothing else. And then you three guns will focus on them. Nope. Three guns. There we go. Managing to snipe quite a few Federal guns. Now, in this case, these two will shoot them. Fatigue. Fatigue, and this really is wasteful of ammunition, but I've got to silence some of these Federal guns. And then these four will all just focus over here. You will blast them. There we go. Just chipping away in places. What can see you? They can see you. But nothing else can, really. This regiment will fall back for two reasons. As will this regiment. Limber up. Hoke will also fall back. But two. I'm basically pulling them back for two very distinct reasons. I cut down the amount of guns that can see me, for one thing. These four will shoot at... These four are going to shoot at nothing. I'm going to limber them up and just get them out of my way temporarily. As I pull back to the reverse slope. And say, you want me? Come and get me. Get them out of the way. You go there. Mr. Not Iverson, because he's dead. We'll go there. We're just going to chip away at their artillery where we can. If not, we are to do that. You are going to stop doing that and fall back up there. You will go there. You are going there. As I just basically give ground and get where I can onto a reverse slope. If I can't get onto a reverse slope, I basically will look to get onto a place where I can really limit the guns. 12th Alabama. Now, Daniel is going to have to make a... I'm going to have to make a choice with Daniel. So, let's think. Early is in a fairly strong position. Could do with being a little stronger, but whatever. It's strong enough. First and foremost, let's bring down... Oh, hello there. We're gonna basically move Smith's Virginia Brigade that way. Try and put on a little extra pressure. See if they like it. And we'll bring... So, Daniel's brigade will also fall back. I lose 7 men there. 5 turn. Should have turned first, so I lost those other I lost those other men unnecessarily. But oh well. Lovely, I got disordered there. Which can... So, Doles, you're going to have to go there. It's just a case of trying to keep buying time. Let's move Early's wagon. You are going to start digging... you are going to... Ramseur, with his regiments, is actually going to start preparing breastworks. The 6th North Carolina is going to stay up front. And we'll place 3 more guns up there. None of you can see anything, so... Let us... I'm gonna bring up these guns. And these guns. As I'm just gonna look to try and really blast things out of my way. But now let's bring Evander Law further up the Chambersburg. Right, he's about a third of the way towards Gettysburg from Cashtown, maybe. Bit less. Alright, over here, 10th PA Reserve, so that's 5th Corps. exactly where I had somewhat suspected it to be. So it's coming. It's heading up the. It's heading up the Hanover Road to inevitably lend its support to the 12th Corps, which. My cavalry is finally free. I'm going to try and get it out of the way now. But that does give me... Kershaw is going to remain there. Is there anyone who hasn't shot that should shoot? I might as well shoot you. Nice. I can't see because you're in a dip. Hender, you're going to go there. You've rested enough, so you can at least move up for the rest of your brigade. You are going to turn that way. What can you see? You can perfectly see. I need more. I need to shift guns about. Next turn, I'll bring these guns up to like here or here, and just try and point blank range them. This poor regiment, the 21st Mississippi, is going to get an unholy blasting in the face. But there's not much I can do about that for now. Except maybe that. Ooh, can he get to me? Yes, he somewhat can. You block there, that's fine. So you... Well, you're gonna... he's basically just gonna block that, so there's no easy way through there to get Barksdale or the guns for the turn. Then he'll head back to Benning. I've got to try and just continue wearing at him where I can. Wear at him where I can, and until something breaks. You are to do nothing. You will just shoot at them. So for now, I think that is it. So what have I lost? 12,252 infantry, 438 cav, 15 guns and 2 leaders. 10,235. Infantry 1,113 cav and 23 guns and 3 leaders. So, what is he? He's about 2. I've lost about 2,000 more men, but because of the fact that he's lost a lot more cavalry and guns, I'm still quote in the lead for now. Leaders wise, I lost on the first day Daniel and Iverson, which was very unlucky for me. He's lost Hilton wounded over here. Brigadier Ames was killed here, and Samuel Campbell was just wounded there. So it still gives me some options. Kemper arrives at 2:20 along with Pickett. So Pickett and Kemper arrive at 2:20. That's 3 hours 20. So a while yet. So yeah, Pickett is not going to be here for a while. Yeah, 3 hours 20 minutes plus the extra couple of hours of marching to the battlefield. So he's not going to be here before the end of the day. Still, we can continue to at least put some pressure before I actually forget to. Let's get Stuart moving, because I am going to need him. I have no doubts that I'm going to need him. If for no other reason than protecting my left, because it's somewhat in the air at the moment. Unfortunately, it's not anchored on anything, whereas my right is somewhat anchored on Marsh Creek, of which there's just no crossing point except here, which I would see. The next crossing point is all the way down here, so my right flank is anchored, my left flank not so much. So let's get these boys on the move. So I've got WHF Lee heading in one direction. I've got him heading in the direction of Middleton to come down the Bendersville Road. Whereas I've got the other two coming down the Harrisburg, where I've got Stewart and Wade Hampton plus Fritz Lee coming down the Harrisburg Road. Now for the guns. Now we get the guns going, because they are slowly following. Because I am going to need those, no doubt. Anything else? Kershaw is going to continue resting for the moment. They are going to turn into column. They're staying there, they're staying there. Yeah, that's fine for now. Hill is in a perfect spot, but let's shift him a little bit. Longstreet's perfectly fine. Lee is perfectly fine. He has effective command over everyone. And Yule, likewise, has effective command. Let us get the B Company 39th Virginia Cavalry Battalion. I'm actually gonna... I should not have done that, but oh well. I'm gonna send them up here towards this crossroad at the Bendersville Road to just keep an eye on them, see what they're up to. Because you never know. And now, that would be that. So let us see how he reacts. I've got no other guns. I've got still got 3,000 rounds, so I can still got plenty of ammo because I didn't really use ammo yesterday, and I haven't really used ammo most of today either. So I think it's just time to sit back and try and soften him up a bit to limit my losses. You're just going to pour it into them for good measure. Pettigrew, you're going to go there and try and rally your brigade, and then Heath, you can go there just to see out the last of it. So onwards we go. We're very, very close in losses terms. Ugh, so close. Still, I thank you all for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this latest episode of Gettysburg. Let's just make sure there's no melees I want to do. Not really. Provost Guard. Interesting. So,
The sun rose high above us that morning. It was a clear and cloudless day. A peckerwood tapped on a tree that soon would be shot away. The heat blistered down through the leaves on the tree.
yeah, so I thank you all for watching. Ooh.
The heavens seemed to be made of brass.
Yeah, I can't afford it.
The sun rose higher and higher.
I probably could do it.
Everything got real still and quiet. My old messmate, Walter Hood.
I'm going to be even closer to all these guns, that's the problem.
I know it just ain't no good.
Still.
Then the storm broke and swept down on us.
So, I hope you have been enjoying, as always.
Sighed and dropped his rifle.
Please let me know in the comments if you have, what you might like to see next, or how you think the battle's going with these, with this mess. So, I thank you all once again, and I will see you all next time. So until then, bye bye for now.